James Harden has made it very clear that he wants out of Philadelphia. I mean, you literally had back in December him saying that he wants to be traded to the Rockets. That didn't happen. And in this free agency, he officially requested a trade to any team, but preferably the Clippers. And you know what the Sixers have done? They've done absolutely nothing. However, this doesn't mean that James Harden can just not play for them, because there's a new clause in the CBA, which is an agreement that the NBA signed with the players. And it basically says that if a player who's on the final year of his contract, aka James Harden, doesn't play for the team he's with, he can be banned from the NBA. That means no more James Harden. But wait, that's a lot to unpack, so I'll get to the rest of it in this video. For a bit of background, James Harden has played exactly 1,000 games in the NBA, which is kind of crazy. 35 minutes per game, he's averaged 25 points per game, along with 7 assists, 1.5 steals, and 5 rebounds on 44-36 shooting. In this last season, he's really stepped up to become more of a playmaker, and he averaged 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists on more efficient numbers. James also has 7 All-NBA selections, 10 NBA All-Stars. He also made the NBA All-Rookie second team. He won the NBA Sixth Man of the Year, and he got 1 NBA MVP. But now onto the juicy stuff. 3 weeks from recording this video, like 3 weeks back, that's around July 4th, James Harden requested a trade from the Sixers. He listed 2 trade targets, which is any team in the East that's contending, or the Clippers, which was really interesting when I said that, because any team in the East that's contending, that's awfully vague. But anyways, the Sixers decide that they want to trade him to the Clippers, or that they don't want to trade him at all, because James Harden is a great all-star caliber player, and he's not even all-star caliber, he's all NBA caliber. I mean, averaging 20 and 10, that's pretty crazy numbers. But James Harden said, I'm being traded or I'm not playing. And basically what the Sixers said is, look at the contract. Because as I said earlier, the exact words of the contract are, this is NBA CBA Article 11, Section 3. A player who withholds playing services called for by a player contract for more than he will be banned from the NBA, meaning there will be no more James Harden. And this is obviously not going to happen, because James Harden wants his money and he wants a championship. So what do I think is going to happen? Right, so you have a few options. I mean, you obviously have the option where he gets traded, but that honestly doesn't really seem likely anymore, because the Sixers, they seem to want to keep Harden around. With that being said, I am going to go over some possible trades that can happen. The trade I think is most likely is Harden and Furkan Korkmaz for Norman Powell, Nick Batum, Terrence Mann, and Amir Coffey. None of the players that the Sixers are receiving are exactly young, but they're definitely some good role players, which is what they want. Next, we have James Harden for Norman Powell and Marcus Morris Sr. and a first-round pick. This one makes a bit less sense for the Sixers, but it is the best possible package they can get player-wise right now. And they also get a pick in this trade, so I think if any trade this happens, this might actually be the more likely one. But now here's a completely different option. James Harden stays on the Philadelphia 76ers. And I'll tell you this, guys, he will not like it if he does stay, because remember what he did to Houston? Remember what he did to Brooklyn when he wanted to get out? That's right, he put on a fat suit. Or he at least gained a lot of weight. I don't know what happened, but he put on a lot of weight and started playing really bad. So he might just sabotage the Sixers. And if he sabotages the Sixers, that easily makes them into the worst team in the league. Basically, to recap, James Harden has a definite possibility of being banned from the NBA for good. And if this happens, it's kind of scary, because who knows what other players might start doing if he does get banned indeed. Like, I know for a fact that some of his close friends like Kyrie or KD, they would stand up for him. They would get mad. And this might create a domino effect that possibly ruins the NBA. That's just food for thought. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.